Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good. Normally you join us in studio. What? You don't like us anymore?
Small time, and it's now.
I always come in the studio. It's one of those things. It just this morning was a little slower than most of my mornings, and your producer or whatever told me just to call in and do it this way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just like a politician. Blame
it
somebody.
on someone else.
Blame somebody else. All right, Bill Otto, how's the campaign going?
Campaign's going well. It's going very well. He probably heard all the stuff, with all the stuff going on about Donald. Have questioned my opponent, Ann Wagner, many times why she would endorse such a character. Someone obviously doesn't believe in people as I think you should in that sort of a race. And we've asked her to several times to disavow, to walk away from that because he's not a guy you'd want to endorse. And sure enough, Saturday morning, after all those things, we put out a press release, and by the middle of the day, she had pulled her endorsement of him.
So that's good news, right?
Yeah, it's good news for everybody. It certainly is, but for our point of view, it just questions the judgment. This is actually her third endorsement she had made, so I guess she doesn't have a president anymore. But it's the right thing to do. Donald Trump is not the candidate. Is not the person I don't think should be president.
So if somebody is looking at this and the all important down ballot races, Bill Otto, if they have this problem with Trump, Ann Wagner is a good choice now because she has disavowed Donald Trump. Why should they vote for you as opposed to Ann Wagner?
Well, listen, she's voted against women. She's voted against veterans programs. She doesn't, I don't believe, really understand the district. She doesn't make public appearances. Never had a town hall meeting. This Monday night, the League of Women Voters has done everything they could to accommodate her so that she could be in a debate. Finally, show up and talk to the voters about why she votes the way she does. And she apparently has not responded or has refused to respond to the League of Women Voters. So we're not sure she's even going to show up at the debate. But right now, we've got a debate scheduled for next Monday night.
Are you saying, Bill Otto, that Ann Wagner is ducking you?
Ann Wagner is hiding. Yes, absolutely. I don't think she thinks she's got a challenge here. I think the voters in the second district will show her differently. That's for sure.
Do you think there's a lot of people who say that Ann Wagner is next up to try and take Claire McCaskill on in 2 years? Have you heard those rumors?
Oh, sure. Those rumors have abounded. Yeah, absolutely. But why do it seems to me that so many politicians are simply looking for a stepping stone to go somewhere else. Why do people vote? Why would people want to vote for somebody who has declared prior to even winning this election that she's going to move on for the next one? What does she have to offer the district? I'm one of those legislators. I've been in the House for 2 terms, retired air traffic controller. You know all of this stuff. And honestly, I think we need somebody in there that'll pay attention to the district and not try to move on to another race or another part of their career.
Bill Otto, we are in a very strange political season, and there's somebody out there who's saying Clinton might win, so I need to check Clinton. We don't want to give her the House of Representatives, too. I'm going to vote Republican in the Bill Otto Ann Wagner race just to Hillary Clinton. What would you say to them?
Well, I think I represent the difference. I understand the district. I'm not going to be a rubber stamp to any party. I never have been. I endorse Hillary Clinton without a doubt. I don't think of the candidate. There's no question whatsoever there. But I have folks that have committed that are Republicans that say they're going to stay with Donald Trump, and I tell them the same thing as I'd tell somebody who wanted to vote for Hillary. I'll be in the district. I'll answer questions. I'll come back. We'll hold town hall meetings. We'll address the voters and try to represent their true needs in the House of Representatives. I'm not there to represent anybody but the constituents of this district.
There are people out there who dislike Hillary Clinton as much as other people dislike Donald Trump. So what would you say to the person who says, I can't vote for Bill Otto? He's endorsing Hillary Clinton, and I think she's a liar, a cheat, a thief, and a terrible person.
It is an odd season. It absolutely is a lot like 2008 when Barack Obama received a nomination, and there was a lot of angst about that, a lot of pushback against Barack Obama. I certainly understand that. I'm not representing Hillary Clinton. I'm not representing the Democratic Party. I'm here to represent the constituencies. As I said, you have to pick a president. It was clear. I think it's been clear since Trump got the nomination that he should not be in office. You have to pick somebody at some point. I think we can. As I told folks that we're going to vote for Trump, I'm a Czech. I'll vote based upon the district, based upon my moral principles, and in the long run, they'll at least have a representative that'll pay attention to it.
Yeah, interesting. This go around, Bill Otto. One policy question for you: TPP. Lots have been made about trade. Republicans and Democrats are sort of all over the board on this. Do you think there should be some type of trade pact between the United States and the Pacific Rim?
Well, that's a much different question than TPP. I think TPP has got a lot of problems in first how it's negotiated, how it's put on the table, and how it comes across to Congress and what they can and cannot do with it. I'm opposed to TPP as it stands now. Certainly opposed to it how it gets negotiated TPA. But do we need a trade agreement with the Pacific Rim? That's we have to have something proposed or have some idea of what works best to make sure we ensure that manufacturing jobs, the jobs in I was going to say Missouri, but the jobs in the entire country are not negatively affected as NAFTA did so much to so many manufacturing jobs and moved them down south.
Bill Otto, one last question for you here. If you do win this election, are you going to come back and join us in the studio from time to time, or are you going to small-time us and we'll never see your face again?
As you know, this is the first time I've ever called in. I guarantee you guys, I will come in. I'll be a representative that people can get hold of. That's just all there is to it. I'm not looking for a career. I just think that people deserve somebody that's in town, paying more attention to them than the party or their next position.
Bill Otto, who wants to be your next representative in the 2nd District. Bill Otto, have a good day. Safe travels on the road, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, dude. Next time I'll be in studio.
You got it. All right. He is right. He comes in all the time.
Always comes in.
And he was very much instrumental in information over the Westlake landfill and all that type of stuff. So we've gotten to know him over the years because he's been sort of on the forefront of that. So he has come into the studio numerous times to discuss all that. So we were just having a little fun with him. 7:25 here. Big